There's lots of smart home cameras out there. If you're shopping around, you've probably noticed this, but a lot of them have issues. There's image quality issues, there's subscriptions, there's privacy issues, and not to mention the poor battery life on the battery powered cameras. So if you've seen these other cameras and you have some of these same concerns, I'm here to put them to rest with this Reolink CX810. Just installed it. I'm going to show you what that's like in this video, what the image quality is like, what comes in the box, and everything you need to know. Full disclosure, Reolink provided the CX810 camera to me free of charge for this review, but don't worry, that does not impact how I'm going to review the product. They aren't, looking at it ahead of time, making sure I say what they want me to say or anything like that. It's my full and honest review, and if you don't believe me, check out this video. All right, I'm going to go ahead and unbox the CX810 Reolink camera. So we have, looks like the pamphlet and such will be in there. And we have the camera right on top here with some hardware. So it looks like screws and seal and Ethernet cable and seal for around the case of the camera here. The camera is like metal case, it feels like, and a little bit smaller than a couple of other cameras, but looks like it's really good quality. This thing feels so sturdy, definitely ready for the outdoors with the aluminum housing. Has lots of flexible mounting options, so you can see you can move this around and mount it however you need to. We're going to be setting it up where it's mounted above, and then we can pivot it around from the pivot point with the ball and socket type setup to make sure that we get exactly what we want within our image. Here's the Reolink CX810 right next to the Wyze cam that's going to be replacing here. Really looking forward to this upgrade. Definitely a much better camera. I want to take some time to highlight the awesome specs of the CX810 Reolink camera. It has the ColorX full true color night vision, which is just absolutely phenomenal. It really provides all those colors. We have it around the pool area so you can see the blue of the pool and the colors from the shed, and the green comes through from the grass. So really awesome. Even in extremely low light conditions, it really picks that up. And that's probably because the f1.0 aperture, which lets in 4 times the amount of light as the 2.0 of a lot of other cameras. In addition to that, has the larger image sensor, which also allows additional light in those low light conditions. And of course, it has the 4K 8 megapixels at 25 frames per second. So really smooth and really clear image, which is key when you're looking at your security camera. It also utilizes the HDR to ensure those clear images, and has the H265 compression technology, which allows the image quality to be high, but then the size of the files to be much lower, and therefore you can store more image and it's less of a strain on your system too. It's IP67 weatherproof with that aluminum housing, ready for the outdoors. Has two-way audio, and it has the AI features, so it can detect an animal or a vehicle or a person as well. So it's ready to go for that detection, which we're going to utilize here in a little bit within Home Assistant and bring that over and do some automations based on that. And of course, the installation is easy with that power over Ethernet, where you plug that in and that provides the network as well as the power to the camera. So you don't have any other cables or anything else to worry about hooking up or connecting to Wi-Fi or anything like that. And then when you're talking about your storage, you can either use an SD card up to 256 gigabytes and store that locally on the camera, or you can use the NVR as I am and store that within an office environment or a closet or wherever else you may want to store that, and have a centralized location for your images. And the Reolink app is awesome. It has the instant alerts, it has the two-way audio. You can set a schedule and you get the AI notifications, and you can, sort based on that in your clips. So lots of different features there and really cool functionalities. And of course, my favorite is the Reolink integration within Home Assistant. Provides all the features I want right in a centralized location, integrates great with our dashboard, provides the images there, and really can't say enough great things about it, and allows us to have the notifications within Home Assistant, which is our preferred method when we have a bunch of smart home, different items by different manufacturers, is to bring that all together and have one app where it's notifying us rather than a bunch of other ones. I do like the Reolink app and the notifications there, but again, my preference is just to consolidate that. So I have this camera, the far corner right there, integrated into Home Assistant. And look at these awesome notifications. They have the snapshot right in there, and you can enter into the notification, and it pops right into the camera. And this is the live image. So if I walk back here, you'll be able to see that I'll enter the image here. And just like that, we have the live feed right from Home Assistant. But let's say you don't want to use Home Assistant. You just want to go in and use the Reolink app. Look at this beautiful feed. It is spectacular. I mean, it is just so crisp, so clear, great image, pretty wide frame here. I mean, this thing, it's 2 stories up in the air, so it's not like it's close to any of this. All of this is 2 stories down and even further. I want to say 30, 40 feet away from the base of that, plus 2 stories up. And you can see how clear that image is of me standing here with the camera in the background and the shed and the pool. But I just want to point out, this isn't the best feature. The best feature is the night vision. That ColorX at night, oh my goodness, it is so awesome. So let me show you that one next. So you can see it's pretty dark out. We have the Govee lights on, but clearly the camera that's up in that corner over there clearly picks up this whole back area. So you can see those Govee lights on, but if we look with this camera, it's not very bright out here, and you can see where that trails off pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off those Govee lights and let you see what happens then. And you can see it kicks into the spotlight mode, and you can see the actual from the camera is really dark. Not much light out here at all. The spotlight mode, puts a little bit of light out here, but not very much. You can see off in the distance, those are Govee lights on the other side of the house that I did not turn off. But when you look at the Reolink, oh my goodness, that picture is absolutely beautiful. You wouldn't think that it was really this dark out here. And you can see, it's almost pitch black in a lot of this area, and it's picking up the colors just absolutely beautifully. So that Reolink is doing an excellent job. And that spotlight, really isn't too much light. It lights up the area just enough that it can pick up all of the colors and pull all that in and utilize all these great features with the specs that it has on board to make that image look just absolutely excellent. It's really, really clear. I can't say enough great things about that image in this level of light. Pop the Govee lights back on, and you can see that that spotlight turned off, and we're back to the other lighting condition here. So you can see as soon as I flip on the string lights around the pool, we get a great view from the camera there. So it lights up the pool and it pulls in all those colors. You can see the blue from the pool water and clearly lights up that whole area and pulls in the great image. All right, so it's time for my final thoughts on the Reolink CX810. Oh my goodness, what is there not to love? No subscription, no battery, crisp image. I mean, it's great. Privacy concerns, there are none. Just there's so many boxes and it just says check, check, check. Integration with Home Assistant, 2 thumbs up. I mean, just absolutely perfect. So many things to say positively about it. I'm trying to think of something negative. I suppose if you don't want a power over Ethernet camera, it's not for you. But that's really not a concern here at all. I love the power over Ethernet. I love the NVR, the SD card that you can use instead of the NVR. Just so many options, and it's just such a great camera. I haven't seen anything else that produces this level of image at night. Over the next few months, I'm going to be doing a whole series on Reolink cameras, including the doorbell, a Wi-Fi camera, the NVR, just a full review of everything, including the integration into Home Assistant. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss those future videos.